Currently, men and women grow to their peak strength and ability between the ages of 20 and 30, at which point the body begins its steady decline. Medications and medical interventions can prolong life by artificially regulating the body's systems, propping them up, so to speak, but ultimately, at some point, everyone leaves their body. The current average life expectancy in Hong Kong and in Japan is 88 years for women and 82 years for men. Mediterranean cultures average just a bit less at 86 for women and 81 for men. The United States currently averages about 81 years for women and 76 for men. New medical advancements are expected to increase life expectancy by at least 5 to 7 years by 2050. Scientists are currently working on growing entire organs in laboratories, so you can grow your own replacement parts ahead of time. There's also CRISPR technology for gene modification, which could prove useful for changing genes or maintaining the integrity of your DNA as it breaks down over time as we age. These fantastic technologies are still a decade away, however, so let's take off our "the body is a machine" reductionist glasses here and look at this from another perspective. Let's ask ourselves a simple question. How do people in the blue zones live active lives well past 100 years old already? Are our bodies simply wearing out prematurely? There are 5 recognized blue zones around the world. The blue zones are isolated pockets in the world where a higher than usual number of people are living beyond 100 years of age. These blue zones have been researched extensively over the past 20 years. The 5 zones are Okinawa, an island in southern Japan; Sardinia, an island off the coast of Italy; Nicoya, a peninsula in Costa Rica; Icaria, an island in Greece; and Loma Linda, a city in southern California. In addition to these blue zones, there's also the Hunza people of the mountains of Pakistan, who claim an average life expectancy of 100 years, with some saying 120 or even 150 being the maximum. Without proper birth records, these claims are hard to confirm, but what can be said about all these groups is they all live long and active lives until leaving the planet, with a significantly lower risk of cancer, heart attacks, stroke, dementia, and osteoporosis. Besides being in isolated areas, these centenarians have 3 major things in common. Number 1, diet. You are what you eat, and the diets of these people are very clean by modern standards. In general, they're high in unprocessed vegetables, healthy fats, with less meat and dairy. They also grow their own food locally and pesticide-free by what we would call organic standards. They're eating meals in a form close to what's found in nature, rather than eating highly processed, high-sugar food products that have traveled a long distance. Their meals often contain freshly picked herbs, and they also ingest some sort of food that is fermented or sprouted. And this is the first key on our journey. In Sardinia, that's homemade unpasteurized fermented wine. In Okinawa, that's fermented natto. The Hunzas eat many raw foods with sprouted grains as well as unpasteurized fermented yogurts. The people of Icaria have unpasteurized fermented goat's milk with honey for breakfast, as well as unpasteurized wine. And the people of Nicoya drink fermented corn chicha and eat various pickled vegetable curtidos. These fermented and sprouted foods are alive and loaded with enzymes. These living foods provide a major clue to unlocking the anti-aging, regeneration, and longevity of the blue zone groups. So, regardless of these centenarians' geographic location, or even studying the various types of foods they eat, it became apparent to me that the common link in all their diets is the eating of some sort of sprouted and fermented living food. But before you rush off to the grocery store and buy something fermented, it's important to note that these fermented foods in our grocery stores are pasteurized, while the blue zone groups make all their fermented foods at home, so they remain unpasteurized. This small difference makes all the difference. We'll elaborate more on this shortly. Number 2, stress-free living. These people also spend a lot of time outdoors, soaking up the sun. They have community gatherings and social groups. Some are religious, and others, like the Hunzas, practice yoga with breathing techniques, as well as meditation to move away any unwanted emotional stress. Regular sleep in harmony with the sun keeps the body refreshed and increases lifespan. Naps and laughter are also frequent amongst these people, as well as having a purpose for living, a calling, a reason for getting up in the morning that's larger than themselves. A quick side note here, there's a lot of concern today with sun exposure and the possible damage it may cause our skin. Although these cultures are out in the sun a lot, their diets contain an abundance of antioxidants which protect their skin. The sun's rays can also provide detoxing effects, much like an infrared sauna. Sweating in the sun allows the body to push out toxins, and that decreases the burden on our bodies and takes us to a higher level of health. That being said, sunlight also has UV light, unlike a sauna, so it's good to monitor your sun exposure. Number 3, you knew this one was coming. Exercise. They exercise daily, often walking around town or working in fields. This low-intensity exercise is integrated into their everyday living. They're not riding in cars or sitting in office chairs. They're out moving, and this movement keeps the body rebuilding, strong, as well as moves energy and fluids throughout. Move it or lose it. As you can see from these centenarians, they are working with their bodies and feeding them quite differently than most modern Western countries, preferring unprocessed, fresh local ingredients with some sprouted and fermented foods. The logic behind these diets is twofold. To use a car analogy, their clean diets keep their engines running longer by not gunking up their pipes, and the fermented foods are like refilling their gas tanks constantly so they can drive even further. It's that simple. We're going to dive deeper into exactly why this is, but at this moment in our journey, I want you to realize we've unlocked our first key to understanding how these people are living so much longer. How these simple choices are giving them an additional 20 to 30 years of disease-free and active living. 20 to 30 years, really let that sink in. What could you do with an extra 30 good and active years? This is already a huge improvement on the 5 to 7 years promised to us by 2050. And this is happening today, and you're doing it now. And as we'll see in this next section, as we continue to elaborate on these understandings and combine them with stem cells, genetics, and protecting our DNA, the body may even be a perfectly self-regenerating organism. We didn't even know how long we can live. This is a very exciting time to be alive.